You wake up, reach for your glass, and take that first refreshing sip of fruit juice. It feels like the healthy way to start the day, doesn't it? A sweet burst of energy, a dose of vitamins, nature's goodness, in a glass. That's what we've been told for decades. But here's a truth very few are willing to say out loud. For people over 60, that innocent glass of juice could be quietly damaging your heart, brain, blood sugar, and digestion every single morning. The problem isn't just the sugar, it's how your aging body responds to it. Most fruit juices sold in stores today, even the ones labeled natural, are stripped of fiber and overloaded with simple sugars. Without fiber, the sugar is absorbed almost instantly, triggering a rapid insulin spike. For seniors, this can quickly lead to insulin resistance, dangerous belly fat, and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, and that's only the beginning. A 2022 study from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that adults over 60 who drank sugary beverages daily, including fruit juices, had a significantly higher risk of cardiovascular disease, memory decline, and visceral fat accumulation. This isn't just about empty calories. We're talking about inflammation, oxidative stress, and long-term harm to your brain and heart. What's worse, certain juices raise stomach acidity, aggravating acid reflux and gastritis conditions already common among seniors. And for those with pre-diabetes or digestive disorders, these drinks can push your system further out of balance. So the question becomes, is your daily juice helping you or quietly harming you? Here's the good news. Not all juices are the enemy. In fact, a few lesser-known options can protect your memory, lower your blood pressure, and even rebuild circulation if you choose wisely. And that's exactly what we're going to uncover in this video. Let's start by revealing the first so-called healthy juice that could be sabotaging your well-being. For decades, orange juice has been marketed as the symbol of a healthy breakfast. It's bright, tangy, packed with vitamin C, and it seems harmless. But for people over 60, this popular drink hides a serious problem beneath its sunny surface. A single small glass of orange juice, just 240 milliliters, contains over 20 grams of sugar. That's 5 teaspoons of pure, concentrated sugar hitting your bloodstream within minutes. And because juice lacks the fiber of whole fruit, the sugar is absorbed rapidly, causing a sudden spike in blood glucose and insulin. For aging bodies, which are often more insulin resistant, this creates a perfect storm. Daily consumption may quietly lead to increased belly fat, unstable energy levels, and difficulty regulating blood sugar. Scientific studies have shown that high glycemic beverages, like orange juice, can accelerate inflammation in older adults. And chronic inflammation doesn't just affect your joints, it impacts your heart, cognitive function, and immune response. Over time, the body's ability to process sugar efficiently declines, making the risk of metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes far greater. Many seniors notice warning signs, but don't always connect them to their glass of juice. If you often feel sleepy or sluggish after breakfast, experience mid-morning energy crashes, or suffer from bloating and acid reflux, your orange juice may be playing a bigger role than you think. It also raises stomach acid levels, which can worsen symptoms of gastritis and heartburn, especially in those with a sensitive digestive system. Now, if orange juice is something you truly enjoy, you don't necessarily have to give it up completely. But portion and timing matter. Stick to no more than 100 milliliters, drink it slowly, and never on an empty stomach. Better yet, pair it with high-fiber foods like oatmeal or nuts to slow sugar absorption. The key message is this: just because something is natural doesn't mean it's safe for every age. As we grow older, the way our body handles sugar changes. What was harmless at 30 can become harmful at 65. That's not fear, it's physiology. And it's something we must pay attention to if we want to stay strong, sharp, and independent in the years ahead. Up next, we'll talk about a juice even sweeter than orange juice, and far more dangerous for your heart and brain. Grape juice carries an image of luxury and health, rich color, antioxidant claims, and a taste that feels indulgent yet wholesome. But for people over 60, this natural drink can quietly act like liquid sugar on the body, and the damage often goes unnoticed until problems appear. A standard glass of grape juice can contain 30 to 40 grams of sugar, more than many soft drinks. Because the skins and pulp are removed during processing, almost all the fiber is gone, leaving only concentrated fructose and glucose. Without that natural buffer, the sugars hit your bloodstream at full force. For seniors whose metabolism is slower and insulin sensitivity reduced, this leads to higher insulin spikes, more visceral fat around the organs, and an increased risk of chronic inflammation that accelerates aging. Research consistently shows that high fructose beverages can impair vascular health, raise triglycerides, and worsen blood pressure, three major risk factors for heart disease and cognitive decline. Grape juice, with its intense sugar load, becomes especially risky for those already living with pre-diabetes or elevated blood pressure. It's a hidden accelerant to conditions many older adults are trying to manage. When consumed regularly, grape juice may trigger noticeable effects. You might feel flushed or lightheaded shortly after drinking it. Your energy may surge and then crash within an hour. Some experience bloating or digestive discomfort, and in the long run, persistent belly fat can become harder to lose. All of this adds strain to an aging cardiovascular system. If you truly love grape juice, the safest approach is moderation and dilution. Limit yourself to a few sips rather than a full glass. Mix 1 part juice with 2 or 3 parts water, or pair it with a protein-rich meal to slow sugar absorption. Never drink it on an empty stomach, and avoid cocktail versions with added sweeteners. The larger lesson is this: not all fruit juices are created equal, and sweetness doesn't mean safety. At this stage of life, every sip either fuels your health or drains it. Knowing which choices protect your body can make the difference between steady vitality and creeping decline. In the next section, we'll look at another tropical favorite, whose hidden sugar load can quietly sabotage your heart and metabolism. Mango juice is often seen as an exotic, feel-good drink, sweet, smooth, and rich in tropical flavor. It reminds many of vacations, sunshine, and indulgence. But for seniors, especially those dealing with blood sugar or cholesterol concerns, mango juice can be a dangerous delight. The natural sugars in mangoes are already high. But once turned into juice, especially store-bought or canned varieties, the sugar becomes even more concentrated. Many commercial mango juices include added sweeteners and preservatives, pushing sugar levels far beyond what your body can process safely in one sitting. For people over 60, this can raise blood glucose sharply, while also triggering spikes in triglycerides, a type of fat in the blood that's directly linked to heart disease and stroke. Scientific evidence shows that high-sugar drinks, particularly those lacking fiber, can overwhelm the pancreas, impair insulin sensitivity, and lead to increased fat storage around the liver and abdomen. As we age, our metabolism slows, and our ability to handle sugar weakens. Mango juice doesn't just challenge the system, it floods it. When consumed frequently, the effects often creep in quietly. You may notice increased fatigue after meals, digestive upset, or greater difficulty maintaining a healthy weight, even if you haven't changed your diet much. Some seniors report a heaviness in the stomach, irregular bowel movements, or recurring acid reflux signs that the body is struggling to keep up. If mango juice is part of your routine, it doesn't have to be completely off the table, but it must be treated with caution. Choose fresh mango over juice whenever possible. If you must drink it, select 100% pure juice with no added sugar, and limit yourself to no more than half a cup. Always dilute it with water, or add it as a small splash into a green smoothie rather than drinking it straight. One of the biggest misconceptions in senior nutrition is that fruit juice, because it comes from nature, is always safe. But by removing the fiber and concentrating the sugar, we turn a healthy fruit into a metabolic burden. And when that burden repeats daily, it becomes a risk your heart, liver, and digestive system can't afford. In the next part, we'll explore a juice that seems refreshing and light, but when it's canned or processed, it may quietly be one of the most acidic and inflammatory drinks you can choose after 60. Pineapple juice is often praised for its refreshing taste and tropical appeal. It's tangy, slightly sweet, and many believe it helps with digestion due to its natural enzymes. But what most don't realize is that canned or processed pineapple juice is an entirely different story, especially for those over 60. Fresh pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain, which can aid digestion and reduce inflammation. However, during the industrial canning process, this beneficial enzyme is mostly destroyed by heat. What remains is a sugary, acidic liquid stripped of its original healing properties and loaded with concentrated fructose that the aging body may struggle to handle. For older adults, drinking canned pineapple juice regularly can raise blood sugar levels quickly, increase stomach acid, and worsen gastrointestinal issues. Many seniors already deal with acid reflux, heartburn, or gastritis, and the high acidity in processed pineapple juice can act like fuel to the fire. What starts as a mild discomfort after drinking can build over time into more serious digestive irritation. In addition, the sugar content is often underestimated. Canned varieties may include added sugars or syrups to enhance flavor, making the total sugar load far higher than what's safe for someone with slower metabolism or impaired insulin sensitivity. Over time, this can lead to increased belly fat, blood pressure issues, and even insulin resistance. If pineapple juice is something you enjoy, fresh is always the safer choice. Blend fresh pineapple chunks with water and strain it lightly. This keeps more of the natural enzymes intact and avoids the excess acidity and sugar found in canned versions. If you must use store-bought juice, always check the label for 100% juice. No added sugar, and limit yourself to a small portion no more than 100 milliliters, ideally mixed with water or other low-acid fruits. What may feel like a light, healthy drink can silently erode your digestive health and trigger inflammation if consumed carelessly. For those over 60, the gut becomes more sensitive, the body less forgiving. The goal isn't to eliminate pleasure from your diet, it's to enjoy it in ways that support, not sabotage, your long-term well-being. Coming up next, we shift from warning to solution, because not all juices are harmful. In fact, some have powerful healing properties, if you know where to look. Imagine this, a glass so vibrant in color, it looks like it was poured straight from a ruby. But this isn't just a beautiful drink. It's a powerful tonic for your heart, brain, and circulation. After all the silent damage caused by sugary, acidic juices, it's time to talk about one of nature's true gifts, pomegranate juice. Unlike most commercial juices, 100% pure pomegranate juice is packed with potent plant compounds, not just vitamins, but bioactive substances with real impact. Two of the most powerful are polyphenols and punicolagen. These antioxidants help reduce oxidative stress in your blood vessels, lower inflammation, and improve arterial flexibility, making blood flow smoother and more efficient. For seniors, this is a game changer. Better blood flow means sharper thinking, steadier blood pressure, and a stronger heart. It's not a theory, it's been demonstrated in clinical studies. Older adults who regularly consume pomegranate juice showed improvements in memory, circulation, and vascular health over time. The juice doesn't just protect the heart, it defends the brain. Pomegranate juice also helps reduce LDL cholesterol oxidation, a key trigger for plaque buildup in the arteries. And thanks to its rich antioxidant profile, it's considered one of the best natural options to support long-term cognitive health. Now, let's talk about how to use it safely and effectively. You don't need to drink a lot. In fact, just half a glass per day, around 120 milliliters, is enough to reap the benefits. The key is to choose 100% pure pomegranate juice with no added sugar or flavorings. Many brands dilute or sweeten it, which undermines its effects. Read labels carefully. If the taste feels too strong or tart for your palate, try mixing it with water or unsweetened green tea. You can also splash it into a smoothie with blueberries or a slice of orange to balance the flavor without overpowering the health benefits. This is the moment when your juice routine turns from harmful to healing. It's not about giving things up, it's about upgrading them. And pomegranate juice is just the beginning. In the next part, we'll explore a deep purple powerhouse that quietly protects your brain and eyes, one berry at a time. Blueberry juice may not look like much at first glance, but don't be fooled by its size or color. Inside those deep purple drops lies one of the most powerful brain-protective drinks available to people over 60. And it's not just sweet marketing, science backs it up. The real magic of blueberries comes from their rich concentration of anthocyanins, a class of antioxidants that give them their vibrant color and potent healing abilities. Anthocyanins improve blood flow to the brain, reduce inflammation, and help fight oxidative stress, three of the biggest contributors to age-related memory decline and poor circulation. In a landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that older adults who consumed wild blueberry juice daily for 12 weeks showed measurable improvements in memory and cognitive performance, especially in areas related to learning and word recall. This isn't a vague benefit, it's a real, trackable change in brain function. Blueberry juice also protects the eyes. Anthocyanins help preserve retinal cells and support the tiny capillaries that deliver oxygen to the visual system. That means sharper vision and lower risk of age-related macular degeneration. So how should you drink it? Start with 100 to 120 milliliters per day, preferably in the morning. The juice should be unsweetened and preferably made from wild or organic blueberries, as these tend to contain higher levels of active compounds. You can make it at home by blending fresh or frozen berries with a splash of water, then straining lightly. This preserves more fiber and keeps the sugar content in check. For better taste and even more benefits, combine it with a few drops of fresh lemon juice or a few mint leaves. Or mix with chilled green tea for a refreshing antioxidant-rich drink that boosts energy without the crash. When it comes to protecting your mind, you don't need a miracle pill. You need consistency. A small glass of blueberry juice, taken daily, is one of the gentlest yet most effective ways to keep your brain sharp and your vision clear. And we're not done yet. In the next part, we'll uncover a deep red root that powers blood flow, fights fatigue, and may be the missing link for seniors struggling with low energy. Beneath its rough, earthy skin, the humble beet holds a secret that could transform how you feel after 60. While it may not look like much on the outside, beet juice is one of the most powerful natural tonics for older adults struggling with low energy, cold limbs, or high blood pressure. What makes beet juice so special lies in its natural content of nitrates compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide. This molecule plays a critical role in relaxing and widening blood vessels, improving blood flow, and reducing the workload on the heart. For seniors, this means better circulation to the brain, muscles, and extremities, and with that comes more energy, sharper thinking, and improved stamina during daily activities. Beets are also rich in betalains, antioxidant pigments that help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. These compounds support not only heart health but also protect the liver and help regulate the body's natural detox processes. That's especially important as we age, since the body becomes less efficient at clearing waste and managing chronic inflammation. Many older adults find that after incorporating beet juice regularly, they feel more awake in the mornings, experience fewer dizzy spells, and recover faster from light physical activity. It's not a miracle, it's simply the body getting the oxygen and nutrients it needs through better blood flow. To get the benefits without overdoing it, aim for 60 to 120 milliliters of beet juice per day, ideally in the morning or 30 minutes before a walk or light exercise. Choose fresh-pressed or cold-pressed juice made from raw beets. Avoid bottled versions that are sweetened or diluted. The flavor of beet juice can be intense for some. If it feels too earthy, try blending it with a splash of lemon juice or half a green apple. You can also mix it with cucumber or celery juice for a more refreshing profile that doesn't overpower your palate. For those over 60, fatigue, brain fog, and poor circulation often seem like unavoidable parts of aging, but beet juice offers a natural, simple way to push back one glass at a time. And in the next part, we'll discover a small green fruit that helps strengthen your blood vessels, boost immunity, and support your body's healing process from within. It may be small, fuzzy, and often overlooked. But the kiwi is one of the most powerful fruits you can add to your routine after 60, especially in juice form. And unlike sugary commercial juices, fresh kiwi juice offers a remarkable range of benefits for your blood vessels, immune system, and even your skin. At the heart of kiwi's power is its incredible concentration of vitamin C, even more than oranges. Vitamin C is essential for collagen production, the protein that keeps your blood vessels flexible, your skin firm, and your joints cushioned. As we age, collagen naturally declines, leading to weaker capillaries, slower wound healing, and sagging skin. Kiwi juice helps fight that decline from the inside out. But it doesn't stop there. Kiwi is also rich in vitamin E, polyphenols, and actinidin, a natural enzyme that aids digestion and supports gut health. This combination makes it especially helpful for older adults dealing with slow digestion, nutrient absorption issues, or a weakened immune response. The antioxidants in kiwi also help protect white blood cells, keeping your body better prepared to fight infections. Regular intake of fresh kiwi juice has been linked to improvements in skin elasticity, fewer colds, and more stable blood pressure. It can also ease constipation, a common and often frustrating issue for seniors thanks to its mild laxative effect when juiced with pulp. To enjoy its benefits, try drinking a small glass, about 100 milliliters, of fresh kiwi juice 3-4 times per week. Always use fresh kiwis peeled and blended with a bit of water or cucumber for a smoother texture. Avoid bottled versions, which often strip out the fiber and add unwanted sugars. If the juice feels too tart or acidic, you can soften the flavor by blending kiwi with green apple, pear, or even a slice of banana. A squeeze of lime or a sprig of mint can add freshness without raising sugar levels. Kiwi juice is one of those rare remedies that feels gentle but works deep. It strengthens you where aging tends to weaken you, from your smallest blood vessels to your skin and immune system. And with just a few servings a week, it can quietly support your body's resilience in a way that feels effortless. Next, we'll bring it all together with a simple plan you can follow daily to turn these healing juices into a long-term habit that protects your health, one glass at a time. Here's the truth. After 60, every single choice you make with your body matters more than ever. And the juice in your glass each morning? It's not just a drink. It's either a step toward strength or a silent setback. We've talked about the hidden dangers those sugary, fiberless juices like orange, grape, mango, and canned pineapple that spike blood sugar, worsen inflammation, and wear down your heart, brain, and digestion over time. They may taste familiar, but your body is no longer 30. What was once harmless can now slowly steal your energy, clarity, and resilience. But you're not powerless. In fact, you have more control than you think. Because right there, in your own kitchen, are juices that can rebuild your circulation, boost your memory, lower your blood pressure, and fuel your immune system, all without the side effects of pills or the confusion of trendy diets. Let's make it simple. One day, one glass, that's all it takes. Maybe it's half a glass of pomegranate juice with breakfast, a chilled shot of beet juice before your morning walk, a splash of blueberry or kiwi juice blended into your afternoon smoothie. Small, intentional steps that fit your life. And if you're not ready to give up your old favorites entirely, don't worry. Just reduce the portion, dilute them, and always drink them with food, not on an empty stomach. The point isn't perfection, it's progress. What matters most is consistency. Because healing doesn't happen in a day, but it absolutely begins with one. So here's my invitation to you. Start today. Choose the juice that fuels your future, not your fear. Let each sip be a quiet act of strength, a signal to your body that you're still fighting for health, for clarity, and for independence. And if this video gave you a new way to look at your morning glass, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and let us know in the comments, what juice will you choose this week? You're not finished, you're just getting started.